Okay, so I think it was like 8th or 9th grade, first class, Miss Warren's. I didn't know her as a teacher yet, and she was handing out a project thing, and she was like, somebody make me a copy. So she just spun around and was like, you there, right there, you make me a copy. And I was like, all right, I know how to make copies, totally, yes, 100% know how to make copies. I will make a copy for you. And I got up, in my head I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to make a copy. Why did I say yes? This is crazy. Why am I doing this? I was like going down the hallway, had the paper with me, thinking through the situation, thinking like, how am I gonna make this copy? I didn't know. I showed up in the copier room. I like looked around, wasn't anyone else there to watch me fail at this. So I just walked up to the machine and I was like staring at the buttons, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what any of these mean. How am I supposed to know how to do this? So then I just kept looking at them, and I was like fiddling with the buttons, didn't do anything, looking at the piece of paper, looking at the copier again, and then I just sat there for like 30 minutes staring at the copier, not making any copies. So then after a while I was like, I should better go back because she's gonna be mad, and I walked back down. I was like really anxious because I didn't know how she was going to react, and then I just walked up into her classroom and I handed her the original piece of paper, and she just looked at me and she glared and she was like, oh my gosh, there's no copies here. How did you take 30 minutes to make 0 copies? And I just looked at her and I didn't answer, and I just sat back down really sad, and she like hated me for a while. But then I did like a cool art project in her class, and she totally loved it, and she's like, wow, Natalie, yours is the best one here, you're the best person ever. And she like loved me from that day on, and now we're like best friends, so it's all good.